chosen one, pause and lean in. This moment was never random. You were led here by divine design. Heaven has orchestrated your steps, not for explanation, but for transformation. Right now, something holy is unfolding beyond what eyes can see. God whispered a message into my spirit just for you. Tell them to prepare in silence, because what I'm about to do will defy reason. This move won't follow logic. It will follow power. Even those who've prayed with you may not comprehend what's coming. That's why God says, move quietly. Speak less. Trust more. The enemy thrives on your early exposure. But this time you're not just being blessed, you're being hidden, shielded. What's forming is precious and must be guarded. Revelation 3:8 declares, See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. And that door, it's for you. Those who once overlooked you will feel your light. But discernment is key. Not all attention is divine assignment. So, God's direction is unmistakable. Be still in spirit, silent in movement, and obedient in heart. What's coming demands your full focus. No noise, no validation, just alignment. This is not just your season, it's your signal. Heaven is in motion. Now stay ready in stillness. You're stepping into divine alignment, and now is the time for courage. If something stirs in your spirit, it's not emotion, it's confirmation. You've been marked by heaven for a sacred shift. This isn't for show, for applause, or for public proof. What's unfolding is between you and God, pure, holy, and intentional. In this quiet covenant, your silence holds power. Proverbs 2:7 reminds us, He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. You're being shielded, hidden not to delay you, but to prepare you. The noise is fading because clarity is near. And remember, this stillness isn't passivity, it's divine precision, a strategy crafted by the Spirit. God is working with accuracy, unseen and unstoppable. Join the Light of Faith community today. Like, subscribe, and feel the presence of God in every message. God has made it unmistakably clear. Do not speak of it yet, not because it's uncertain, but because it's sacred. What's forming in your life right now is tender, like a seed pressing through the soil, alive but vulnerable. If exposed too early, it risks being crushed by eyes that don't understand and hearts that aren't ready. Proverbs 10:19 reminds us, sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent hold their tongues. Silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. This is your appointed time to protect what's growing. There will be pressure to announce, to prove, to shout your progress, but don't let your silence be your strategy. Every word holds power, and carelessly spoken words can unlock envy, confusion, and resistance. What heaven is birthing in you isn't meant for the stage, it's meant for the throne room. Even Jesus, after performing miracles, often said, "Tell no one," because he knew timing unlocks destiny. This isn't about hiding, it's about honoring the process. Right now, heaven is working, not to impress the crowd, but to build your future. What you're sensing, the quiet stirrings, the unshakable knowing, it's not fantasy, it's a sign. You've been entrusted with a purpose that transcends visibility. Like Joseph in prison or David in the field, your preparation is private, but your impact will be public. Don't rush the reveal. What's unfolding is too precious to risk. You weren't chosen just to shine. You were chosen to carry legacy. Your moment is being shaped in holy stillness, but its echo will thunder through generations. The world will witness the results, but only you and God will understand the quiet battles, the silent obedience, and the private sacrifices that paved the way. People will see the outcome, but they'll never grasp the price of your restraint. You weren't forgotten, you were protected. Every pause was providence. Every closed door was divine redirection. Every unanswered prayer wasn't rejection. It was God whispering, "I'm doing more than you asked, just not yet." What felt like delay was actually deliverance. Behind the veil, heaven has been rewriting the rules in your favor, not because of your resume, but because of your relationship with the one who governs time. The same God who parted the Red Sea in Exodus 14, the one who preserved Daniel in the lion's den in Daniel 6, the one who brought dry bones back to life in Ezekiel 37, that God is moving in your life with deliberate, unstoppable force. This isn't hype, this is holy. And what's coming will quiet your fears, silence your critics, and prove every whisper from God to be true. You don't need to make announcements. Your breakthrough will speak louder than any post, louder than any proof. What's ahead is not performative, it's prophetic. And now, let's get real. You've felt it, that invisible resistance, that pushback every time you tried to rise. That subtle weight sitting on your spirit, the sideways glances, the judgment you didn't ask for. The voices that doubted you when you were just trying to obey. The energy of opposition was real. But guess what? God is now stepping in, not with noise, but with finality. He is lifting the burden. He is cancelling the commentary. You won't have to clap back. You won't need to defend your journey. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn." God's doing the vindicating now. The ones who plotted against you, gone. The ones who underestimated you, silenced. Not out of vengeance, but because heaven is cleaning house. This is a supernatural reordering, a holy reset. God is removing anything that cannot go with you into your next. Some exits won't make sense, but they're necessary. The atmosphere around you is being purged, so your soul can finally breathe. The clutter is clearing, and in its place, peace. Deep divine peace. Peace that washes over you like a quiet tide, clearing space for clarity, for strength, for new beginnings. Imagine waking up without that old weight. Imagine rising with no fear of judgment, no urge to prove, no guilt for growing. That's not a fantasy, that's mercy in motion. And while God removes what doesn't serve you, He's also releasing what will bless you. You won't have to chase. You won't have to strive. Deuteronomy 28:11 says, "The Lord will grant you abundant prosperity in the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, and the crops of your ground." That's the season you're walking into, abundance finding you, not just financial blessing, but wholeness. Breakthroughs in unexpected places, promises kept in surprising ways, windfalls of favor, doors flinging open that no man can close. You're not being lucky, you're being aligned. And it doesn't stop with money. This is about freedom. Freedom from emotional burdens. Freedom in your health, freedom in your mind. You'll smile for no reason. You'll rest deeper. You'll walk lighter. For some, even your physical body will feel it, like time is being restored, like fatigue is lifting. This is not imagination, it's restoration. Psalm 23 verse 3 reminds us, "He restores my soul." That restoration is already underway. Where burnout lived, strength is returning. Where despair sat, joy is taking root. When you look in the mirror, you'll recognize the glow of hope, the fire in your eyes, the way you walk, the way you speak. It will all reflect the healing you've received. You'll feel ideas reigniting, creativity waking up from a long sleep, laughter bubbling up for no reason but grace. Because God isn't just filling your hands, He's renewing your spirit. This isn't survival, this is revival. You won't just get through the day, you'll dance through it. Your life will no longer be a cycle of pushing and proving. You'll find yourself thriving in silence, moving in purpose, smiling at storms that used to break you. The long night is over, the sun is rising. So if the shadows have felt heavy, if the voices around you have been loud, if you've felt drained, dismissed, or spiritually attacked, take heart. The resistance is breaking, the noise is dissolving, the air is clearing, and your long-awaited season of divine restoration, overflow, and unshakable peace has finally arrived. This is not the time to hesitate. This is the moment that requires your full, unwavering obedience. No more halfway faith. No more negotiating with delay. What God is unfolding in your life is not random. It's precise, delicate, and divine in its timing, and His instruction is clear. Stay quiet, stay low, stay aligned. Silence is not about hiding, it's about honoring the holy. Just as Jesus often withdrew to solitary places to pray, you're being called into a sacred hush, not because you are weak, but because something powerful is taking root. Words shape reality. One rushed sentence, one anxious confession can unravel what God has spent months, maybe years, preparing. Proverbs 17:27 says, "The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint." Your silence is not a void, it's a shield, a greenhouse where destiny matures. Like a seed beneath the soil, what's forming in you needs darkness before daylight, quiet before applause. Speak too soon and you risk aborting what's meant to grow. So be still. Let the silence speak louder than your fears. Let your obedience carry the weight of your faith. Distractions will come. Fear will knock. Doubt will whisper. But resist the urge to react. Every time you choose to trust in silence, you strengthen the foundation of your breakthrough. Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, present your requests to God." As you remain hidden, heaven is busy, aligning connections, stirring hearts, moving pieces into place. And soon, without striving, you'll see divine alignments unfold. People who carry answers, open doors, and release favor. These are not coincidences. These are kingdom alignments. You might not recognize them right away. Some will show up gently, speaking life when you need it most. Others will arrive with access, authority, and answers. But each one has been divinely assigned to your journey. Just like Elijah had Elisha, and Naomi was sent Ruth, your destiny is intertwined with people whose hearts were stirred before you ever met. This season isn't about isolation, it's about alignment. The connections forming now are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Every storm you endured, every night you wept, every moment you questioned your worth, it was preparation for this unveiling. Heaven is announcing the shift. The doors once locked are swinging open. The delay wasn't denial, it was development. 1 Peter 5:10 promises, "After you have suffered a little while, God will restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. Now it's your time. No more shrinking, no more second guessing. Your identity is not in your pain, it's in your purpose. So stand tall, breathe deeply, walk boldly, arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 61. Your future is no longer something far off in the distance. It has arrived. Not tomorrow, not next season. Now. You're no longer preparing to step in. You've already crossed the threshold. What began in stillness is now roaring forward with unseen momentum. Don't underestimate the power of silence. It was never passive. It was preparation. This season requires a new posture, not hustle, but holy restraint. You don't have to explain what God is doing. You don't need to defend the grace flowing in your life. Zechariah 4:6 declares, "Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord Almighty." Let that be your confidence. In stillness, your faith has deepened. In quietness, your roots have grown strong. The shaking you felt wasn't destruction, it was divine alignment. What felt like chaos was actually choreography. You're watching the impossible bend to divine will. Doors are opening not because you knocked louder, but because heaven declared it time. Provision is finding you in places you never thought to look. Relationships, finances, health, direction. Every part of your life is being touched by the supernatural. What's coming is not just help, it's healing. Not just increase, but internal peace. 3. John 1:2 says, "Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers." That's the level of restoration God is releasing. It's not just abundance, it's wholeness, peace that doesn't need explanation, joy that defies circumstances, strength that carries you without striving. Angels are already moving, aligning people and places that will play a role in your rise. Divine appointments are being activated. The conversations happening in rooms you haven't entered yet are setting your next level into motion. What once seemed out of reach is suddenly within grasp. What looked broken is being built into something better than it was before. The detours were not distractions, they were protection routes around battles you were never meant to fight. What felt like waiting was actually construction, heaven laying the groundwork for something greater than you imagined. And now the season has flipped. The weight has lifted. The fog is clearing. Suddenly, things start to shift. Emails you've waited on get answered. Opportunities that once felt closed burst wide open. Delays dissolve. You don't need to force it. This is the season where favor outruns effort. Habakkuk 2:3 says, "Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." That's what you're stepping into, divine timing with no more detours. You'll wake up one morning and realize what used to require deep faith now simply calls for deep gratitude. This is the exchange. Your pain turned to power, your waiting turned to movement, your silence turned into glory. You're not walking into blessing by accident. You're walking into inheritance. Something heaven wrote into your story before you even had the words to pray for it. This moment was prophesied long ago. You've been refined, not just blessed. Trained, not just spared. That's why you're ready now in ways you weren't before. Now, the old rules break. What held others back will not hinder you. What took others years will take you days. Because when heaven accelerates, time bends around obedience. It may feel like everything is happening suddenly, but nothing is random. This is divine acceleration. You've entered the current of prophecy in motion. You'll begin to notice something extraordinary, time itself bending around your destiny. Where others struggle for years, you'll witness breakthroughs in moments, not by luck, but by divine favor. This is what happens when your obedience aligns with heaven's timing. Isaiah 46:10 says, "My purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please." The delay has snapped. The switch has flipped. God has launched something unstoppable in your life. As it unfolds, your spirit will awaken with clarity. Visions, nudges, insights. They'll come suddenly, but unmistakably. Don't second-guess them. They are glimpses of your appointed future, heaven's previews stitched into your present. Your spiritual senses are being sharpened. What once felt like confusion now feels like clarity. The people entering your life aren't by chance, they're pieces of a divine design. The places you feel drawn to are calling your purpose. Words you used to overlook now carry weight. God is speaking through signs, timing, even the silence. And now everything's clicking into place like a supernatural code unlocking. Peace is settling where anxiety used to camp. Energy is rising from deep within, not adrenaline but a quiet strength born from God's presence. This is the evidence of momentum building in your favor. Closed doors will now swing open with ease. Long-dead dreams are being resurrected. Opportunities once hidden are coming into view, illuminated by divine light. What was sent to destroy you will be used to bless you. What was withheld is about to be released in overflow. Romans 5:5 reminds us, hope does not disappoint because God's love has been poured into our hearts. What's coming is more than recovery, it's reversal. Financial freedom, emotional healing, stronger relationships, and physical renewal. They're all converging. This is total transformation. The restoration won't trickle in. It will arrive all at once. And suddenly, things that took years to mend will be whole in days. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? The shift is not someday, it's now. You may see old faces reappear, not to hurt you, but to witness what God has done. Those who dismissed you will recognize your rise, but you won't need to explain. Your fruit will speak louder than your words." This season isn't about validation, it's about elevation. God is clearing every obstacle, dismantling every lie, and using what tried to trap you as the foundation of your testimony. You'll feel it, the air around you changing, charged with purpose. Draining people will fade. Outdated environments will no longer feel like home. Don't fear that change. Let it happen. John 15:2 says, "He cuts off every branch that bears no fruit. What's being removed is making room for what's holy." The release you've prayed for has been activated. The shift is real, and it marks the beginning of a season you were born for, the start of your unstoppable phase. Every like, share, and comment on the Light of Faith helps spread the light of Christ across the world. Your silence holds power now. It speaks louder than explanation. You've stepped into a new spiritual authority, one that shifts atmospheres without saying a word. Where there was once confusion, God is releasing clarity. The fog is lifting, and questions are being answered. What felt like delay was divine design. The pieces are finally locking into place. This is your dawn. Proverbs 4:18 says, "The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day." You are no longer wandering, you are walking with purpose. God isn't preparing to move, He already has. What once crept will now sprint. The momentum is real, not fueled by striving, but by faith. What was slow will now surge. What was impossible will soon be undeniable. You are no longer waiting, you are moving. This is not a season of standing still, this is your divine release. The delay has expired, the door is open, and heaven's momentum is carrying you forward. Keep walking, chosen one. Don't look back, don't hesitate, don't second guess what God has already confirmed. As you stand beneath the weight of divine favor, understand this. This isn't just a spiritual spark, it's an invitation to transformation. What you've heard from heaven isn't meant to inspire you for a moment, but to instruct you for a lifetime. Every whisper from God, every confirmation, every unseen shift was preparation for activation. Revelation means nothing if it doesn't become movement. James 2:17 says, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." This is the time to move with purpose. You are not a passive carrier of prophecy. You are a living participant in it. Let this awakening change your rhythm. Begin your mornings not with noise, but with stillness. Before the world demands your attention, sit with the Word. Let prayer anchor you. Let silence steady you. Psalm 46:10 reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." In that stillness, strength is reborn. God speaks clearest when you quiet the chaos. As you walk through each day, tune your spirit to heaven's frequency, the small prompt to forgive, the inner nudge to wait, the divine urge to speak kindness when you'd rather stay silent. These aren't coincidences, they're kingdom instructions. This is how heaven trains its warriors, not through spectacle, but through sacred consistency. The world measures greatness in noise, but the kingdom measures it in obedience. So start living as if your breakthrough has already manifested. Walk like someone who knows that angels are already arranging the details. Steward your time, your energy, and your resources like someone preparing for overflow. Treat your body like a temple being renewed. Speak with calm authority because you know who sent you. Even if change isn't visible yet, every faithful act is laying the foundation for the miracle forming beneath the surface. Galatians 6:9 declares, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." And when weariness whispers, remember what you carry. Remember the silence you've protected, the prayers you've sown, the obedience you've lived. This isn't about chasing signs, it's about becoming one. Your consistency is your testimony. Your peace is your proof. Your resilience under pressure is evidence that heaven is alive in you. You won't have to convince anyone of your transformation. Your results will speak for you. Philippians 1:6 promises, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." So live boldly, like someone backed by heaven itself. Let your routines reveal your revelation. Let your habits honor your hope. Let your obedience be your loudest yes. Write down what God has shown you. Anchor it so it doesn't drift away when life grows loud. Build your altar in prayer. Redefine your schedule around what matters. Protect your peace with boundaries. Watch for divine connections, people heaven sends to confirm and accelerate your calling. Listen for sacred instructions. They are hidden in the details of each day. God has spoken. Now it's your move. Before this moment ends, I want to cover you in prayer. Wherever you are, still your heart and let heaven meet you here. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this chosen one. You saw them before they saw you. You called them before they answered. You guided every step that brought them to this moment. Lord, your word in Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Let that promise ignite within them now. Breathe fresh wind into their spirit. Where there has been confusion, release clarity. Where there has been fear, release courage. Where there has been delay, release acceleration. Let your peace, peace that surpasses understanding, guard their hearts and minds. Teach them the strength of stillness, the power of patience, and the authority that comes from quiet obedience. Remind them that hidden seasons are holy seasons. And when the time is right, let every door swing open without effort. Let opportunities chase them. Let divine favor overtake them. Isaiah 61:7 declares, "Instead of shame, you will receive a double portion." So Father, let double restoration fall, double joy, double peace, double provision. Heal what was broken, redeem what was lost, renew what has grown weary. Let their life become a living altar of your glory. Surround them with people who confirm your purpose and remove every voice that distracts from it. Lord, let their pain become power, and their waiting become worship. May they walk boldly through every door you open, knowing that their steps are ordered. Thank you for never failing, for perfecting every promise in your time. Let their lives shine as proof of what happens when heaven backs a surrendered heart. May their story awaken others to faith. May their peace draw others to your presence, and may their obedience echo through generations. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. If this prayer has stirred something within you, don't stay silent, declare it. Say aloud, "I receive this divine shift." Let that be your act of faith. And remember, this is not the end. It's the beginning of a divine unfolding. Stay rooted. Stay expectant. Keep walking in purpose. Heaven is not finished with you yet. Until next time, walk in silence, walk in purpose, and walk in power. God bless you.